Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Leah Love, and this is Forum 360, where we have a global outlook from a local view. Today, we have a very special guest named Tori Crews. She is the owner and operator of Peace of Mind and Body Massage, located in Akron, Ohio. Thank you, Tori, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, let's just ask a little bit about you and your business. So, how long have you been in business?
This year will be 6 years.
Okay, so what made you get into massage therapy?
At the time, I was actually going to school to be a nurse, and there weren't any spaces available, so I wanted a license, and massage was the next best thing. And believe it or not, I got in and ended up enjoying and learning more than what I could have ever imagined.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about massage does it keep you passionate about it?
Because there's no cap in what you can learn. The learning is just unlimited. No matter how short of a time or how long of a time you've been in, there's always so much to learn and know.
Okay, what are some of the benefits of massage?
Massage is great for stress relief, detox, pain relief, great for any kind of rehabilitation. I mean, there are so many benefits, many benefits.
So in particular, health-wise, what are some of the health benefits, like if somebody has their depression, if they can't sleep, if they're stressed?
Massage is really great for that because, you know, as we all know, we are in a right now very busy, demanding society. A lot of people don't rest. Massage is great for aiding with just sleep. Massage is great for relieving any kind of anxiety, the tension in the muscles, and also with depression because we don't get a lot of sun here in Northeast Ohio. Massage is very, very good for keeping those hormones up and kind of leveling us out.
Okay. People that suffer from migraines, how can they benefit from a massage?
Pressure points. Pressure points here, pressure points here in the back of the head are wonderful for people that suffer from migraines.
Okay.
Cold stones are great too. Cold stones. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people hear about and use hot stones, but cold stones are very good also on the face and things for people with migraines.
So what's the difference with a hot stone and a cold stone?
Sometimes the stone that's used is different. A lot of times for the hot stone, it's a hot lava rock or hot basalt stone that we use, and we heat it up, which is good for melting tension away in the muscles. The hot stones, the cold stones are pretty much the same thing. They're just cold instead of hot. So one is heat and one is cold.
But they both still will melt away everything that needs to melt away.
That is correct.
All right. What are the types of massages that you offer?
We offer Swedish massage, deep tissue massage, hot stone massage, and aromatherapy massage.
Now, what's the difference between those?
For Swedish massage, it is more of a relaxation massage. Since we are licensed, say if you were getting a massage, if I found a knot or an area that needed some work, I could go ahead and go in and treat that area because I am licensed. Deep tissue, well, Swedish massage more so deals with the superficial layer of muscles, mm-hmm. and the deep tissue more so deals with the deeper layers. Sometimes people think that it absolutely has to hurt. It doesn't always have to hurt for it to be effective, but sometimes you can get, you know, just a little bit of pain just for affecting the deeper layers of muscles. The hot stones are really great. I get a lot of people just loving those because of the heat on whatever, you know, area of the body. They're just a nice sensation, and they do help with loosening up the muscles and also helping relieve any tension. The aromatherapy is really good. What it is we just use essential oils. Lavender is a very, very well-known and popular one, where you can put it in the oils and kind of mix it up with the massage oil, and then during the massage, the pores in the skin and the nasal passages actually take in that oil and help to relax.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what causes knots?
Stress. Sometimes stress is
and
pretty much.
What is it? What is this knot that's built up in your body?
Lactic acid, which can come from stress. It can come from repetitive movement. For example, because you do hair, I'm sure using your irons or your blow dryer, there's a certain, or washing over the bowl, I'm sure there are certain motions that you just use repetitively, and those can cause the tension in the knots in the muscles.
So how often should someone come in to get a massage?
I like to tell people once a week, ideally. Some people do have the time and the finances, some people don't. So what I usually like to tell people is every other week to once a month is really, really good for routine maintenance.
Okay. Routine maintenance.
Yes.
What are the most requested essential oils and how can they be used?
Lavender seems to be number one. Yes, lavender seems to be number one. Lavender is not one that you can ingest, but some of them, like mint and oil, if you're able to find them online, you are actually able to put them in water and drink them. A lot of them, though, the essential oils are topical. So putting them directly on the skin, mixing them in like a olive oil, a grapeseed oil, and almond oil are probably the best and the safest ways to use those.
So I've never heard that you can ingest them. You said with water?
So there are essential oils that say I didn't want to cut up a lemon and take it with me to work today, but I still wanted to drink a lot of water. I could actually put my oils in my water and ingest it and still have the same effects that way.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So some people think that massage is not for babies. What is your take on that?
Massage is great for babies. Actually, when I was in school before I graduated, I did my final massage on infant massage, my final project. Babies really do benefit. It helps with colic in the babies. Sometimes their little bodies may have aches and pains too. So I think it's really, really good to massage them, especially at night before they go to bed. Adding in massage is a great way to get them into a routine and get them used to it. And it's wonderful for bonding, and it's something that both parents are able to do.
So could you explain just a little bit, if somebody wanted to start doing that at home, what would be, something basic that they could do with their baby at home today?
Grapeseed oil is one of the softest oils. Grapeseed oil, if you prefer to use oil, is really good for the babies. Even just whatever kind of lotion you use, whatever your preference is, putting the baby in the tub at night, and once you're taking the baby out, then just kind of gently rubbing them down, their little chest, their arms, and their legs, just with the lotion. You would be surprised at how well the baby would sleep at night.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, still keeping with the theme of babies, a mother who is expecting, what are their options for massages, and maybe some of the things that they should look out for, do's and don'ts while they're pregnant with massage therapy?
To start off, I think it's always safe to talk to the doctor and make sure, there are no major issues going on. I have massaged many of pregnant women, and as I was an expecting mother myself, I got massages very, very often. A lot of women carry tension in their lower back and their hips just from carrying the baby, and I find that the massage is wonderful for that. They aren't always able to lay on their stomachs, but just kind of going from side to side and making the mother comfortable and massaging, lower backs and shoulders and legs. There are some pressure points in the ankles and feet that you want to be aware of, just because some of those points are connected to the uterus, and we definitely don't want to bother, any of that. But massage is great for expecting mothers. And then it helps, just like it will with anyone else, just to calm, a lot of the anxiety. You're tired all the time, you're carrying that load. Like, it's just a good way to just take care of your body and help your mind stay clear.
All right, so I've heard a little bit about sciatica and that it's really good to get massages if you have that. Can you tell me what sciatica is and why it would be good for somebody to get that with a massage?
Pretty much what sciatica is, so in your glutes, you have a muscle called your piriformis that kind of runs right across the middle there. And then you also have nerves there. So if your muscles are tight, it can squeeze on that nerve. Now the nerve can run below above or right through that piriformis muscle. And when that muscle is squeezing on that nerve, it causes an extreme amount of pain for people. Sometimes you'll hear people say, you know, if they sit for a period of time, if they're driving for a period of time, sometimes when they go to bed and get up in the morning, that area is sore. Sometimes you will hear people say that they feel like a shooting pain from kind of like the mid glute all the way down to the knee or even down to their toes. Massage is really, really good for that because with the heat and the manipulation, it can help to release that muscle, which will kind of help back off and let go of that nerve and help relieve that pain.
Okay.
Yes.
So also with sports injuries, those also can have some effects on the body. So how can they, in their plan of treatment, incorporate massage therapy for any sports injuries?
I think massage is one of the greatest things for sports injuries. My kids all play sports. My son is in basketball right now, and he actually had an injury this season, and I massaged him every day, along with going to see the chiropractor 3 times a week. And it was just really, really beneficial to work those knots out, to kind of help the muscles heal, to undo the muscle memory that wasn't healthy, to reset those muscles. And then just with the rehab as well, just to kind of get that healing process going, getting that blood to that surface so that he was able to heal and play right away.
Right away. Good.
Right away.
If you're just tuning in, I am your host, Leah Love, and we are here today with Miss Tori Crews of Peace of Mind Body Massage. And she is the owner and operator, and she is talking to us today about some of the health benefits of getting a massage. So, what are the top professions and activities that you see that people should get massages for? Because there may be some people who have never had a massage before, but you know, you're in this industry, you should definitely be getting massages more often.
I would start with people that are sitting at desks. That probably don't pay attention to their posture, that are stressed, that are clicking, that are looking. Those are a lot of the people that I see a lot. And then working with people, the stress on top of that really could benefit from a massage. I probably would say people that are on their feet. No matter what kind of job it is, a lot of times just being on your feet, whether you're stationary or moving, depending on the kind of floor that you're on, people that do a lot of heavy lifting would really, really benefit. People that have high stress jobs would really, really benefit. And people that are just constantly busy. Of course, athletes, yes. I would even venture out to say even students. Yes, just the stress, whether it's high school, whether it's college. I've even had a few of the elementary kids come in. So, yes, I would. Pretty much everybody would benefit from it.
Okay. So how does massage detox the body? And how can people, create a plan for a good detox? And why would they need to detox?
I would probably say a lot of the things that we eat, maybe our routines as far as movement throughout the day. I would say water. Water is your best friend, along with massage, will help get rid of. Well, when we give a massage, when we go in and we're massaging and we're breaking up tension and necks and shoulders, we're breaking up lactic acid. So now that's in the body and you really, really, really need to flush that out. So drinking water and getting a massage to aid with the detox process is probably the best thing to do.
Is there a certain amount of water after a massage that you should drink, or is it just making sure you get just like a bottle in?
A bottle is fine. The more the better. I wouldn't overdo it. Too much of anything is not the greatest, but yes.
Okay. Is there an age limit with someone being too old or too young to come in and get a massage?
No, not at all. I've had babies all the way up over 90.
Okay.
So everyone benefits from massage.
Okay. Carpal tunnel. something that cosmetologists like myself and people who type a lot deal with. So how often should they come in, and what could they expect from their wrist hurting? You know, some results that they would expect
from getting a massage for those things. I would probably say, depending on how severe it is or severe it isn't, will kind of determine how often they should come, how often they're using those wrists, how much they're giving their wrists a break would definitely depend on how often they should come in. Once again, once a week, a couple times a month, even once a month, just depending on what's going on. And believe it or not, just manipulating those muscles in the wrist and the hands, you will be able to see a major difference from it.
Is there something they can do at home in addition to coming in if they have, you know, problems with their wrists, or maybe another area that they can aid in your therapy with your massage?
I would say range of motion is always good. You're working, you know, those wrists a lot, or whatever area of the body it is a lot. So resting it, kind of having that balance is always beneficial. And then sometimes if there is pain, topicals don't hurt. Ice doesn't hurt, depending on what's going on. Heat may not even be a bad thing. Maybe alternating heat and ice will be very, very helpful.
Now, what's the difference? Because, you know, you go some places and they say, you need to just heat, and then other places say, you need to go soak in an ice bath, you know? So I'm like, well, what is the difference?
What I usually like to tell people is ice is really good if you have any kind of swelling.
Okay.
You probably really don't want to put heat on that.
Okay.
If you have any heat or redness, ice is probably your best way to go. If there's more of a kind of pain going on, depending on what else is associated with the pain, then heat is okay. And then you can do both, you know, kind of alternating for so long with one and then switching over to the other.
So if you have swelling and you said redness,
yes,
that's going to be, you're going to ice.
Yes.
And if you have just pains, you're going to go ahead and just do the nice warm alternating compress.
Yes, so any kind of inflammation, stick with ice.
Okay, inflammation is ice.
Yes.
What should people know about things to do? I think I already talked about that a little bit after the massage, but some of the benefits and results that they'll see, like how quickly will they see all that after a massage? So somebody who may have sciatica, or somebody who wants a deep tissue because they're really, really, you know, they can't move, you know, I guess something like that. What would be their, you know, post treatment, or how long would they be able to see the benefits after that?
Each person is different. It depends on how active they are, what other, I guess, areas that need work or other things that they're dealing with. I usually like to tell people this because I think people, we are magic.
Right, we want it right there. When I leave today.
Yes, I want it right now. I've been dealing with this issue for the last 10 years, but I saw my therapist for one day and it should just all be better. No. You will be better, but you won't be totally better. Mm-hmm. And what I like to tell people is you didn't get here overnight, so it may take a little bit of time to get you out, you know, kind of out of this area and back into just feeling better. It depends on your diet. One thing, you know, I'm careful to also mention to people is it depends on weight, even how in shape you are. Are there other factors that are adding to that? How much are you drinking water? What else are you intaking, you know, on top of that? How active you are, you know, how active you are not. So it really just depends on what all has been going on. Like I've had some people come in and we were able to kind of catch it and get it right away. And then they can maintain, you know, a certain schedule and things will be okay. But each person is different. Each body is different. Each, you know, the way that people respond to the massage, everyone is just different, so.
All right, so somebody comes in for their first visit. What can they expect?
I would probably say paperwork is a must. Some people are irritated sometimes with the paperwork. Some people are like, oh, okay, this is great, but it helps us to be able to give the best treatment possible. To know that this is your first massage, okay, we know exactly how much, I may need to explain, what questions I need to ask. I always like to talk to people for their first visit and find out if they're nervous, because people don't know what to expect. Sometimes they're nervous. Sometimes they've heard so many different myths about massage. So I always like to find out, where the customer is at, how comfortable they are, if they have any questions. So usually when someone comes in, we'll start with the intake form. I'll go over that intake with them, find out if they have any questions. Some people like to come in and totally stay fully clothed. Some people are, are comfortable with not staying fully clothed. So it really just depends. But yes.
And that was going to be my next question. Sometimes people, if they've never been to a massage, they don't know that you're supposed to remove some of your clothing.
Yes.
So how do you make them a little bit more comfortable with that? Which, like you just said, it just depends on your level. Is there a level that you would tell them, like, up to this level is what's going to be, you're going to get the full, massaging benefit of it? Or they're but it can be a little bit more limited with XYZ still on.
I usually like to tell people to undress to their comfort level, and then that way the person is very comfortable. Sometimes I will say, well, if you want me to work this part of the body, if you remove this, it's a little bit easier. Are you comfortable with that? Are you okay with that? And most times people are. I just think it's just very important to talk, to find out what is comfortable for the person, and then allow them to kind of go with that, for a first time. And then they can kind of gauge what's okay, what's not okay, what they're comfortable with, what they do and don't like, and then have that idea and go from there.
All right. So are there any risks or cons that people should be aware of before they get a massage? So maybe some people are just not good candidates, and I know you said everybody is, but is there ever issues that they're not a good candidate for it, or some things that they should just consider beforehand?
There are contraindications to massage. That is determined case by case. I would probably say being able to get on and off the table is very important, and then maybe being able to lay on your back or your stomach for an extended period of time is very important. And then sometimes we are able to accommodate by putting a person, from side to side. There could be different medical issues that may prevent someone from getting massage. Rashes are definitely a contraindication. Like in the summertime, you'll see a lot of people get into poison ivy.
And things like that.
Yeah, so things like that are things, because they spread easily, things that you want to be careful about.
It's good to know.
Yes.
So everybody, I'm sure, would love to have a massage, but it may not be in their budget. So two-part question is, do you offer packages that would allow them to begin to have, certain amounts if they, group everything together? Or is there an option for insurance to cover if there's, a case like that?
Yes, we do take insurance. That hasn't been a problem thus far. One thing I've found out is a lot of insurances do not cover massage, or there has to be physical therapy or massage and chiropractic in order for it to be covered. So that just depends on the insurance carrier.
And you're licensed to be able to do those?
Yes, the license actually allows us to be able to do that. And then as far as packages, yes, we do offer packages. Okay. One thing I like to tell people is if the hour or the 90-minute, is not really beneficial to the budget, you can always do a half hour or just pay by the minute, whatever suits you best, and just kind of go from there.
So you can customize and create their own little package that they would like.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right, so let's get to know you a little bit. So you are a mom running a business. So how is that? How have you found your balance?
Oh my goodness. I'm not really sure I found it. I just kind of do it. For the 6 years that I've been in business, I think the biggest thing that I've had to remember is to prioritize. My family needs me. I love being a mom. There's actually, outside of massage, there's probably nothing else on this earth that brings me just that much happiness. But it is a balance, and it's not a once a year I set this goal. Like, this is a weekly, sometimes a daily thing to make sure that I am prioritizing, okay, these are my hours that I will work. These are my hours that I will spend with my family. These are my hours that I will also have time for myself to make sure that, I'm healthy and in a place mentally and physically to be able to give to others. So it's a constant grind. That balance is very important. And sometimes it is hard to maintain, but it's not impossible, and it definitely can be done.
I want to thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Leah Love, and this is Forum 360, where we have a global outlook from a local view. Again, we were talking with Miss Tori Crews today of Peace of Mind and Body Massage. So you can join her. Oh, how can they contact you?
You can go online to www.peaceofmindandbodymassage.com. It's the entire business name. You can reach us there, or you can reach us at www.vagaro.com/peaceofmind and check us out there also.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful week.
Forum 360 is brought to you with support from Electric Impulse Communications, Kim and Harvey Nelson, Rubber City Radio Group, Acronist.com, Hudson Cable, Medical Mutual of Ohio, Forum 360 supporters, and the Shaw Jewish Community Center of Akron.